Frozen kingdoms, the polar bear's domain. The vast icy landscapes of the Arctic stretch out in all directions, a seemingly endless expanse of white and blue, a realm of breathtaking beauty sculpted by the relentless forces of wind and water over millennia. This is the kingdom of the polar bear, a creature perfectly adapted to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. With its powerful limbs and keen senses, it navigates this frozen world with ease. From the frozen ocean to the windswept tundra, the polar bear reigns as the apex predator. It is a master hunter, relying on its strength and stealth to catch its prey. Let us journey into its world, a world of ice and snow where survival is a daily challenge and the cycle of life unfolds in a delicate balance. Here, every day is a test of endurance and resilience. The polar bear's range encompasses the Arctic Circle, stretching across countries such as Canada, Russia, Greenland, Norway, and the United States, aka Alaska. These regions provide the diverse habitats that polar bears need to thrive. These magnificent creatures are found in areas where sea ice meets open water, providing them with hunting grounds for their primary prey seals. The sea ice is crucial for their survival as it allows them to hunt and travel. Their thick fur and a layer of blubber beneath their skin act as insulation, keeping them warm even in sub-zero temperatures. This unique adaptation is essential for enduring the extreme cold of their Arctic home. Arctic sprinters speed on land and sea. Polar bears are surprisingly agile both on land and in water. These magnificent creatures have adapted to their harsh environment in ways that might surprise you. Despite their bulky appearance, they can reach impressive speeds when pursuing prey or escaping danger. Their powerful limbs and muscular build allow them to move with unexpected swiftness. On land, a polar bear can sprint at a speed of up to 35 miles per hour or 57 kilometers per hour in short bursts. This incredible speed is crucial for their survival in the Arctic wilderness. This burst of speed is often enough to catch a seal that has ventured too far from the safety of the water. Seals are their primary prey, and catching one can mean the difference between life and death. In the water, polar bears are powerful swimmers, capable of reaching speeds of up to 6 miles per hour or 10 kilometers per hour. Their swimming prowess is essential for navigating the icy waters of the Arctic. They use their large paws, which are slightly webbed, to propel themselves through the water. These paws act like paddles, giving them the ability to cover great distances. Their thick fur, coated with a layer of oil, provides buoyancy and helps them stay afloat. This unique adaptation allows them to conserve energy while swimming. Polar bears have been known to swim for considerable distances, sometimes up to 60 miles or 96 kilometers at a stretch. This endurance is vital for their survival, especially as they search for food and navigate the changing Arctic landscape. After these long swims, they often rest on ice floes to recover their strength. This ability to traverse both land and sea makes the polar bear a true Arctic sprinter. A carnivore's tale, the polar bear's diet. The polar bear is a carnivore, its diet primarily consisting of seals. These blubbery marine mammals provide the polar bear with the high fat content it needs to survive in its frigid environment. Ringed seals and bearded seals are among their preferred prey. Polar bears are patient hunters, often waiting near breathing holes in the ice for seals to surface. When a seal comes up for air, the polar bear will use its powerful paws to break through the ice and snatch its prey. Polar bears also hunt by stalking seals resting on the ice, using their keen sense of smell to locate their targets. Their sense of smell is so acute that they can detect a seal on the ice from a distance of up to 20 miles or 32 kilometers. After a successful hunt, polar bears often rest and groom themselves, preparing for the next hunt in the harsh Arctic environment. Feast or famine. A polar bear's daily intake. A polar bear's daily food intake varies greatly depending on the availability of prey. During the spring and early summer, when seals are more abundant, a polar bear may consume up to 45 pounds or 20 kilograms of food per day. This period of feasting allows them to build up fat reserves that will sustain them through leaner times. However, during the summer months, when sea ice retreats and seals are less accessible, polar bears may go for extended periods without eating. They can survive for months on the fat reserves they have accumulated during the hunting season. This ability to endure long periods of fasting is a testament to their remarkable adaptation to the Arctic environment. Built for the cold, thriving in icy extremes, polar bears are perfectly adapted to survive in some of the coldest temperatures on Earth. They can withstand temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit or -45 degrees Celsius. Their thick fur, consisting of 2 layers, provides exceptional insulation. The outer layer is made up of long, hollow guard hairs that are water repellent, while the inner layer is dense and woolly, trapping heat close to the body. Beneath their fur, polar bears have a layer of blubber that can be up to 4 inches or 10 centimeters thick. This blubber acts as both insulation and an energy reserve. Their small ears and tail also help to minimize heat loss. These adaptations allow polar bears to remain active and hunt even in the most extreme Arctic conditions. A day in the life. The rhythms of a polar bear. A polar bear's day is dictated by the availability of food and the need to conserve energy. They are generally most active at dawn and dusk, when seals are more likely to be hauled out on the ice or surfacing at breathing holes. During these times, polar bears will hunt, patrol their territory, and interact with other bears. When not hunting, polar bears spend a significant amount of time resting and conserving energy. They may dig dens in the snow or find shelter among ice ridges. These periods of rest are essential for their survival, allowing them to conserve energy in an environment where food can be scarce. The rhythms of a polar bear's life are a delicate balance of activity and rest, crucial for thriving in the harsh Arctic environment. Mothers and cubs, the circle of life continues. The breeding season for polar bears typically occurs in late spring or early summer. After a gestation period of about 8 months, female polar bears give birth to 1 to 3 cubs in snow dens. The cubs are born blind and helpless, relying entirely on their mother for warmth and nourishment. The cubs remain in the den with their mother for the first few months of their lives, nursing on her rich milk. As they grow stronger, the mother will lead them out of the den and teach them essential survival skills, such as hunting and swimming. Polar bear cubs stay with their mother for up to 2 years, learning valuable lessons that will help them thrive in the Arctic wilderness. These early years are crucial for the cubs as they develop the skills needed to navigate the harsh Arctic environment. A world out of balance, climate change and the polar bear. The Arctic, the polar bear's icy domain, is facing an unprecedented threat: climate change. This vast frozen wilderness is undergoing rapid transformations that are endangering the very existence of its most iconic inhabitant. Rising global temperatures are causing sea ice, the polar bear's primary hunting ground, to melt at an alarming rate. This melting ice is not just a seasonal occurrence, it is a sign of a deeper, more permanent change. As sea ice retreats earlier in the spring and forms later in the fall, polar bears have less time to hunt seals and build up the fat reserves they need to survive. This shortened hunting season means they are often left hungry and weakened. The loss of sea ice is forcing polar bears to spend more time on land, where they must compete for limited resources and face greater risks from human activities. On land, they encounter new dangers, including conflicts with humans and scarcity of food. The future of the polar bear, a symbol of the Arctic, hangs in the balance. Their struggle is a poignant reminder of the fragility of our natural world and the urgent need for action. It is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the urgent need to address climate change. The fate of the polar bear is intertwined with our own, urging us to take meaningful steps to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future for all species. Join the journey. Subscribe to Wild Wisdom TV. The polar bear's story is one of resilience, adaptation, and the delicate balance of life in a frozen world. But it is also a story of uncertainty, as climate change threatens their very existence. By understanding the challenges facing polar bears, we can all play a role in protecting these magnificent creatures and the fragile Arctic ecosystem they call home. For more captivating insights into the natural world and the animals that inhabit it, subscribe to Wild Wisdom TV. Join us on Wild Wisdom TV as we explore the wonders of our planet and inspire action for a more sustainable future.